Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of season 7. And today we're going to be talking about learning to live fearlessly in life and love. If you're new here, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, ring that bell. Um, also, please subscribe, help a girl out. All this wouldn't be possible without you. If you could just fool around the light settings, that's going to be the best I can get right now. But anyway, you might recall a song by a famous Miss Taylor Swift called Fearless. And what does it mean to how living fearlessly? How do we live fearlessly? We acknowledge our fears. We don't ignore it. We confront it. We allow ourselves to feel the fear and start with the easiest situations. We refrain from thinking fear is a state of mind, not a fact. You can challenge your unhelpful thoughts, looking at the evidence and visualizing a happy place. You can practice mindfulness. I feel like this is something that we often take for granted, and it's to take time out of take time take the time to breathe through panic and connect to the world. Be kind to yourself. Avoid comparing yourself to other people. Don't try to be perfect. Instead, use your positive self-talk and embrace future. Stay proactive. Making make believe make being brave a habit and to look for the good in others. You can also try finding a mentor. So, how do we love fearlessly? We identify triggers. We recognize the situations that trigger our fear. We stop resisting. We don't resist a fear. We accept suffering. Understand that you might have to experience suffering even if you want to avoid it. Replace worries. Replace your worries with the thoughts of your day. Learn and move on. Learn from your experience and move on. Remember, if you make the same mistake twice or more than once, it becomes a choice. And we don't want to keep making that same choice, do we? We choose love. This is one of the hardest things that I struggle with on a daily. But I choose to love, even on days I really want to hate, because I know it's better in the end. But make a conscious choice to operate from love instead of fear. Be vulnerable. Being vulnerable is one of the scariest things you can do. And the best thing we can do is learn how to embrace it. Be empathetic. And this is one of those things like it's hard. Empathy is hard and everything, but it's harder when you try to ignore being empathetic and try to pretend you're not. Cultivate empathy and use compassion. Be accepting. Choose acceptance. Accept who you are. You have flaws and it's okay. You're scared, that's okay. You're not the easiest person, that's okay. Communicate. Communication can be hard, especially when there's a lot of things to go into play. You grow. This is where we cultivate our mindset. We're not the same person we were 10 years ago. And we're not the same person we were yesterday, so we keep growing. The most important one here is to be kind. So many times we're hard on ourselves that we need to remember to take it easy and know that it's okay if we make mistakes. It's okay if we're learning. But we gotta shift from protecting our ego, being right, and winning arguments to being kind and loving our actions. How do we overcome these fears? We face it. We look at it head on and face it. We confront our fears in ways that can help us control our thoughts and feelings, and it can reduce anxiety. You might find a situation isn't as bad as you thought. Practice mindfulness, and mindfulness can help you explore the presence in the moment and ignore thoughts about the past and future. Exercise. Some people find that exercise is really relaxing for them. And regular physical exercise can reduce anxiety, calm the body and mind. We learn to control what we can. Um, this one is really hard, especially like when you're used to being in control of a situation because you can control everything that's coming and everything. But it can also lead to anxiety and it can be sense and a lack of control. And you can learn to try gain activities to regain control, like volunteering or joining a sports team. Get help. I was taught that by seeking counseling and stuff that it wasn't helpful, but as I got older, I realized Therapy works. That's the thing. A therapist can help you work through your fears, and your doctor may be able to teach you to help you help you if you have panic or anxiety disorder. The adaptive growth mindset. Um, believe that our failures and setbacks are opportunities to learn and grow. This can be a sphere stepping stone rather than a roadblock. Um, when I got let go from my last paralegal job, it sent me on a path I was scared of. I didn't know what to happen, but I grew, and I pray every day that I get me a paralegal job. We learn relaxing techniques. We try breathing, dropping our shoulders, imagining yourself in a relaxing situation. You can also try therapy, complementary like massages, yoga, tai chi, or meditation as well. What is the reality? Fearless people are afraid or not afraid to be afraid, and they understand that fear is a natural part of the human experience. They acknowledge their fear, they view it as an ally, and that can help them achieve their goals and navigate high stakes situations. They are also willing to accept weaknesses and deal calmly with stressful situations. Who are some fearless characters? Romeo and Juliet, and Max from Georgia and Jenny. What are some things to remember? Fear is a feeling, not an act. Your ma- your mafia mind is a bully. Be here right now. Meditation. Exercise gratitude, emotion. Get a checkup from the neck up. And I want to end this episode on a quote by Salvador Dali, and this is have no fear of perfection. Have no fear of perfection you'll never reach. Um, but I think once we learn to live fearlessly, then we start to experience so much more in life and everything. And that's important because we so often take that for granted. And fear can hold us back from a lot of things. There's an anagram that goes, forget everything and run, or face everything and and run, something like that. But yeah. But that is it for this episode. Join me next week as we talk about looking back on our younger selves and what we would tell ourselves. And there would be two songs you can go on to listen to if you would like to get in that mindset. Dear Younger Me by Mercy Me and A Letter to Me. Alright, y'all, I'll see y'all next time.